All right, good morning, guys. Hope you're having a great day. We might have some new people in here, but like usual, the first thing we'll go over is few charts, and I do want to talk about some small account growth. CES, Devontae, and a few other guys messaged all at the same time regarding small accounts, right? Accounts with $1,000 or $1,500, and the mistakes that you guys might be making. So I'll share my opinion towards the end. But for now, let's look at the SPY chart. So S&P yesterday it held near all-time highs. Right, it's still trying to hold this first trend line. We do have CPI numbers tomorrow, right? We mentioned this a few weeks ago, last month. CPI, right? This is something that you want to learn if you don't know, right? Currently, usually when there's a bull market and everything, these numbers they matter, but not a lot because estimates are usually on point. But given the last 6 months to last 12 months, it's hard to put an estimate on these numbers, and if there's a big shift towards them, they will impact the market. So tomorrow, LB already made a comment. Do look into CPI, what this is. Today we might also have a small move. Maybe towards the end of the day, we might have some big move toward the downside or upside, or we might just hold steady, and let's see where it goes. But for now, S&P is near all-time highs, and there's no reason to be bearish, right? But you do want to for tomorrow CPI, okay? Because LB, I think, posted a chart. The last 2-3 CPIs that we did report, there was a all of a sudden dip. Okay, so does the same thing happen this time? Do we get a dip again towards 430ish, 434, and do we bounce back up? Right, a very good. It's possible. This can easily happen. Tomorrow we can easily dip towards here, this trend line. Right, I mean this week, not in the same day, and then continue going up. Okay, there might be an overreaction, and then boom. Once the numbers, the market takes it in, then we keep going up. So S&P for now is good, it's solid as long as we hold above the 434. As long as we hold above 434, I think we're fine. And let's see. And then we got tech, triple Q. All-time highs, it wants to break out again tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow if depending on numbers, if we do break out of this box, there may be a play in some of the tech names. Okay, we might be able to play some tech names. All right, if there's a breakout here. But right now it says chilling in its channel as long as we hold above 354, 360, right? 362 is the first level right now from 354. It's a 362, so 365, 362, and then 354. So as long as we hold above these ranges, I think we're fine. Your short-term options, if you're playing weekly options or 2 weeks out, that's where you might get burned. You might be right in the third week, but because your options are expiring in the next 5 days or 10 days, that's what might screw you up. Okay, so buy time on your options. Only play what you can afford to lose. All right, and JD is one stock that I do want to talk about. So this stock right here, for the last few weeks, we had all these China news, everything happened. Stock took a dip, and it's been defending below 70 very strongly. So if we just zoom out of this chart, this is kind of a bottoming pattern. There's a very good chance if we don't get any more bad news out of China, and we hold above 70 long enough, this can make a move towards 80 fast. All right, I'm not saying it can easily flush if we have some news after 2 weeks out of China. All of a sudden they're cracking down on some other things. They're after JD for something. We can see 50. We can see this area again, of course. Okay, so but at the same time, some of these stocks, they present as an opportunity sometimes when the IV is really low, right? Based on the last 5 candles, it's been just sideways, and options are going for cheaper. And if it makes a $3-4 move into your direction, you can literally make 300-400% on your options if you're right. Okay, but you just gotta wait for the opportunity. And as long as we're holding above 70 right here, and today is gapping up, I think a little bit. It's gapping up 2-3%. And as long as we hold up again and we bump up this resistance towards 80, you can either keep an eye out until it gets 80. You don't have to trade it here. You can wait until it gets 80 and then it closes above 80, and then you can play towards 86 for a confirmed trade. So this trade, you let it come to you. All right. And then if you look at the weekly, I'm not gonna play right now. I do have leaps. Right. This is a very common pattern that we see. Very strong move from October 2019 from 29 all the way to 112. Right now it's trading at almost 40% discount. All right, 40% discount, and their growth is amazing. Their numbers are good, and on the weekly, if we can, just get above 80, get above this zone right here. Okay, and from consolidation, maybe it takes a month to get to 80. I have no idea, but as soon as it breaks this $80 level, I'm gonna keep an eye out, and we're gonna cash this just like we call Home Depot and Walmart. All right, it's a trade in the making. You can play for a bounce here if you think it bounces, but 80 level we're gonna wait for. And then we have Google, which we did iron condors on yesterday. right? And they were trading at $5 yesterday near the close, and I already put my order in today to sell them at 650. If Google in the first 5-10 minutes makes a big move towards 2760, 2765, I think I should get filled, right? And tomorrow with the CPI numbers, it can go either way. It can go big either way. I have no idea which way. Okay, but chart looks a little extended on the weekly, but at the same time on the daily, it looks like it wants to go much higher. Okay. So it's gapping up a little bit today, and if I can get maybe 27.55ish, I think I should get filled on my iron condors. All right. And somebody mentioned they want to go over TTD. TTD, LB listened to the CEO call yesterday, right? He put a lot of work into it. He said had some great comments and everything. And as long as it can, I think if it takes above $83 today, if it can go above $83 and hold, you guys can see a move towards 85 plus. All right, but $83 plus is must hold. All right. Sometimes on short term, he, for the next 2-3 days, it might not move much, but in the coming weeks, this is likely to make a big move up again. Okay. So it needs 83 plus, or 83 plus to 85, and then 85 plus for much higher. And keep an eye on financials, guys. Goldman Sachs, right? There was a selling pressure above 400. I wanted to buy, but then I did not chase, obviously, right? Learned the hard way over the years. Some of you guys might have chased above 400. And then now you guys don't post in the room, but then you're just sitting there by yourself hoping for your positions to go up, right? Now tomorrow with CPI numbers, initial reaction might be bad, okay? Or maybe banks rip, I have no idea. We can easily fill this gap towards 375-ish, and then it sets up again in the coming 1-2 weeks, and then rips up higher. All right, so it's all about patience. If it continues going higher, I'm not gonna chase it, then it goes without me, simple as that. It is okay to miss an options trade, know this. Okay, this trade I missed. I wanted Goldman Sachs yesterday. I was waiting for it. I did not get my fill. I missed the trade, which is fine. I'm not worried. Okay, and then we have Baba. It's just doing his thing. Right, had some news yesterday. Check out my Stocks Life Instagram if you want to know what it was. But it just needs a 220 plus. It needs 220 plus. This can easily be a nice bottom, and it can maybe consolidate here for some weeks and then rip back up fast in the coming weeks. No idea if that happens, but I'm sure that happens. Okay, I do have a lot of leaps, yes, which I'm holding strong, not worried about them. I've seen my leaps go down a lot and then give me the max profits, right? So Baba, not gonna play anything here because I don't know what happens. But 220 is the number that I'm waiting for, 218, 220, and then 230, and then a fast rip to 270, right? And who knows, we might have some news out of China, something positive. Pfizer, great call by LB, right? On the monthly, I was looking at it, and then yeah, Pfizer monthly looks great, right? On the daily, yesterday ripped up, and my calls were already up, right? I actually had a nice entry, but today is opening up at a 52-week high. Can we hold above 46? For me, that's all that matters. We have time until October, okay? As long as we hold above 46, we are fine. As long as we hold above 46, it might even consolidate here for 1 more, 2 more days. It might even test 45.50 again. It might even test 45, which is fine. It's normal to do so. But as long as by the end of the week we hold above 46, we can get a nice squeeze towards 48 and 50. At 48, our options will more than double, I think, with the increased IV, right, and with the delta. At 50, they should almost triple. Okay, so it's a patience play. We hope you guys caught that with us. At the open managed, it's going to be up. ARCT, another stock which is ripping pre-market, right? If it can hold above 68, right? On the first 5 minutes, if you're looking to play this name, premiums will be really high. But a move that you can catch, as usual, first 5 minutes, if there might be a dip towards this, and then the next 5 minutes, if you get a confirmation backside, it takes a high of day, is likely to run all day then with all that strength. Okay, so keep an eye on Novavax. Another stock, their news matter on these stocks, obviously, right? There's a huge gap towards 229, and if this stock manages to hold above 230, all right, if it manages to hold above 230 this week, yes, we can see something 270 plus next week. The way the trend has been in the vaccine stocks, we can definitely see 270 plus. The only thing is premiums are super high, but you know what? My Stock Life teaches you guys spreads. We teach you guys spreads, how to buy these stocks with small accounts. Now, just a small talk. Now, some of you guys with small accounts, with $1,000 account, $1,200 account, first thing you guys need to understand, don't message me saying that you bought Amazon. If your account is less than $5,000 cash, Amazon should not even be on your list. You can watch it, but it shouldn't be on your list. You need stocks on your list like Facebook, stocks that Twitter, Snapchat, Pins, Spotify, BYND, stocks that are trading under $300 with low IV, okay, or something under $100. Options which go for 50 cents. Then you gotta take your shot one at a time. And a lot of patience will be required. In $1,000 account, you should not have more than two positions open. Maybe one position is 30 cents, the other one's 40 cents. And in this market, a lot of options go from 30 cents to $3. It happens all the time. How many times have we done that? So many times. All right, and you have to hold the winners. A 30-cent option, you cannot sell for 50 cents then. Yes, you can. I mean, if you want to lock in small profits, but the thing is, your one loser is going to take away those net profits and leave you with zero. Okay. So you buy one option at 30 cents, you let the winner run, you let it run. I mean, you have to have confidence in your trade. Out of every 3 option trades you do, if you're picky, one of them will give you a 300, 400% move. If you're picky with the trades, not just random trades, right? So from 30 cents, you want to sell that option above $1. All right. So $30 goes to $100, and unless it on your next position it goes to zero, you're still up $40 net. Your next 30 cents go to zero, you're still up $10 less net. Okay. And then maybe that one rips up higher. Now you're up another $100 on $40. Okay, so you have to work out the numbers. You have to be very patient. You cannot buy out of fear. You cannot buy out of FOMO. Let me buy this. This will happen. No. If that's the psychology that you're playing or trading with, you're not gonna make money in the market. Maybe you'll hit 5 trades, but it's only gonna take 1 or 2 trades to take your account back to zero. Okay, so with small accounts, you have to be very patient. Look for trades under 50 cents. Look for trades under 50 cents. If you have a $2,000 account. For example, the Pfizer trade that we bought, I mean, it moves really slow though. That's the only problem with that, so I probably wouldn't buy it. But sometimes we buy spreads on Amazon, Google, under $2. You can take a shot at them because they have like 300, 400% potential. Or you can play certain stocks. For example, just an example, I'm not saying play this like this. For example, if we have AMD right here is trading at 107, 168, and it's made a big move from 123, and we think in the weekly it might close at 110. You know what? You can easily sell the 107 calls or 108 calls. Okay, so you sell 108 calls, you buy 107 calls. This spread will cost you less than 50 cents, right? As long as AMD holds above 108 by Friday, this goes to $1, right? You double your money, and it's a very safe trade, and it's likely to hold above certain levels. And if it goes lower, that's fine. You wait for the next spread. Right? Maybe next spread you wanna if the stock is, for example, trading at $90, just an example, right? You can buy a 91 and a 92 spread, which will cost you less than 35 cents or something, right? With max profits of 1. Okay, so that's how you can play safe. But you have to be very patient. You need to build your account first. Some of you guys are in a rush. You think making on $1,000, if your account increases by $50 or $100 in a week, man, that's 5-10%. That's how you guys need to look at it. Learn compounding, what that is. You have to take your time. You cannot be in a rush. I mean, if you hit a banging trade, 50 cents, which goes to $5, congrats. Now you protect those gains. All right. So with small accounts, you have to be very careful. You cannot just trade every day. Yes, watch the market every day. Learn. There are a lot of tutorials, but look for picky trades. All right. And with this, guys, I think it's almost time. So I hope that talk made sense. But during this week, sometime maybe we'll do a session on Q&A, right? And so we'll end it with this: manage your accounts, right? Go slow. There's no reason to rush trades every day, right? We don't teach you any of that. So with this, we'll end it, and I'll see you guys back in our premium Discord, right? So many alerts yesterday. Most of them are up except Target yet. Target, we still have 5 days, so let's see, or 4 days. And I'll see you guys back in the chat. God bless.